we are back and we have another grant. And this grant opportunity is for up to $60,000 of startup funding for your small business. The first part, you will walk away with $10,000. Then, once you are participating in their 12-week cohort, you will have the opportunity to pitch for an additional $50,000, which brings the total small business grant to $60,000. Listen to this, because I have not seen a grantor put this in their requirements. Okay, so they specifically state that you have to be 51% owned by a woman. Wait, don't run. But if not, as long as you are aligned with their mission, you are still eligible to apply for the small business grant opportunity. So, fellas, you can still apply, but of course, which I've mentioned in previous videos, you have to make sure that you are aligned with a grantor. They're not going to give money to individuals, small businesses, startups, etc. if there is no alignment. Now, if you're new to the channel, welcome. I am Ebonie, a licensed attorney out of the state of Missouri, and on this channel, we focus on grants, legal tips, and setting the foundation for your business to get you to generational wealth, because yes, money is good, but I want your money to serve generation after generation after generation. Listen, I know you want grants, but I promise you, there is a grant opportunity in the small business grant playlist that you are likely eligible to apply for. There are no business needed grants in there. There are no deadline grants in there, and there are global opportunities. So if you are not located in the US, there are grant opportunities to fund your startup business. And yes, I do offer my services to write the grants for you. And then of course, you submit it on your own behalf. However, the goal of the channel is to empower you to be able to submit your own small business grant applications and keep that money in your pocket. And I have 2 ebooks that are currently buy one, get one free. And these books will guide you and assist you in submitting a successful grant application. In the workbook, there are quizzes, there are sample answers, there are fill in the blanks, and there are places where you can find small business grant opportunities, and then you get that ebook for free. Now, if you don't want to do any of those things and you're like, give me the links, come on over to the Patreon. I put cohorts in there, I put articles, I have even started putting scholarships in there. So if you want to fund your educational goals, you can come on over to there. And with my grant list videos as well, there are several grant opportunities in there. And if you are wondering, how could you potentially see a grant that is aligned with your city, state, and our industry? You gotta leave a comment. You have to let me know that information so I can possibly find a grant opportunity that is aligned for your small business. Now, back to this grant. There will be a 12-week cohort that is also a part of you walking away with either $10,000 or $60,000. With this cohort, you're going to get mentorship. You're going to be immersed with other entrepreneurs, and I'm going to keep telling you this. Mentorship is invaluable. You get to skip teachable moments, okay? Instead of it taking you 5 years, it could potentially take you 1, because you're learning from someone who has already been on the journey that you are currently on. They are going to judge you on a few things. Whether or not your business has a high growth potential. Does your business have a competitive edge? Are you unique? Are you innovative? Is your team led by a strong management team with deep industry knowledge? Listen, this is going to be important not just for this grantor, but almost any grantor is going to want to make sure that you have selected the right individuals to assist you on this journey with your small business. So please, don't just go pick somebody because you like them. Pick a person that has the requisite experience to help you run, fund, sell your business, whatever it is that you want to do. Your business has the ability to manage the funds along with the growth challenges associated with operating a business, as well as being able to scale that business. And your business fosters inclusivity and showcases, yes, community. They also mention that you must be a member of their community. It's free to sign up. Okay, so make sure you sign up to be a part of their community before you attempt to apply for this small business grant opportunity. And I already know you know the answer to this question. Yes, this money is taxable. So please do not walk away with a $60,000 startup grant for your small business and you do not set aside a certain percentage for Uncle Sam. My recommendation is 10%. However, I strongly advise that you connect with a licensed professional, a CPA, that would be able to better help you strategize about what you should and should not do as far as your taxes. And then the questions and content that you're going to have to provide, one, they want a business bio. Tell them about your business. Every grantor needs to know who you are, what you do, and why you do it. You will have to provide them with a headshot. You also will have to do a 60-second elevator pitch that is on video. And you can send them a link to the video or you can upload the video. And I recommend that you do not put anything in those 60 seconds that you are going to answer in the application because you want to be able to get the grantor to know as much about you in the paper constraints, i.e. the application, and the video constraints of 60 seconds. They also want your profit and loss statement. They want to make sure that you will know how to manage this $60,000 small business grant opportunity that you are going to walk away with. They want to know your revenue from 2023 and 2024, and then your financial projections for 2025. And the questions that you're going to have to answer are, why did you start the business? This is for you to talk about the passion. The grantor should be able to read whatever you write and know that this is a passion of yours and it's not just, this is my side hustle so I can get a couple dollars. No, I'm fully committed to this. And you want to make sure, since the grantor wants inclusivity to be one of the things that they're going to judge you on, as well as the fact where it says 51% ownership or you are committed to their mission, pepper that into your answer. Because if the reason you started your business is aligned with the reason the grantor is giving this money out, you're going to have a stronger probability of walking away with this small business grant opportunity. The next question that you're going to have to answer is, what will participating in this program mean to your business? This is where you want to connect the dots between your participation and that you've done very good research related to the program. So if you're able to look at the information about what you're going to learn in the cohort, tie in those learnings to how that is going to help you then grow your business. Don't just give them this cookie cutter answer that is not personalized for this specific small business grant opportunity. Now, although this might seem like a lot of work, it is not to potentially walk away with a $60,000 startup grant for your small business. So leave that comment. Let me know where you're watching from, city, state, and our industry, so I can possibly find a grant opportunity that is aligned with you and your business. Now, with all of that, let's look at this grant. All right, y'all. And this small business grant opportunity is sponsored by 15% in collaboration with none other than the Victoria's Secret. And this is their runway to revenue $10,000 up to $60,000 startup grant for small businesses. They are looking for companies that are producing a product. The product, intimate apparel, accessories, activewear, shapewear, or hosiery products. That makes sense. They're collaborating with Victoria's Secret. Of course, I'm going to always tell you to look at their website. And specifically with this, as we talked about the questions, look at the 12-week cohort. So it gives you the curriculum. It tells you what you're going to learn. So when they ask you the question about how are you going to benefit from this grant opportunity, you're going to pepper in all of the things that they are planning to teach you. And then as we talked about for the question, tell us about your business, read this about the 15% pledge, okay? Once you see alignment in who they are and what they do and why they do what they do, that also needs to be peppered into your application. How did you find out about this small business grant opportunity? My YouTube channel at Money Time with Ebonie, Dion, ESQ. But once you become a member, if you're not a member, then you'll be able to click apply now and fill out the small business grant application. And then number two, come back and tell me that you submitted a successful small business grant opportunity and you are walking away with a minimum of $10,000 in startup funding for your small business. Thank you for taking time out of your day to serve me virtually. I want to thank you for supporting the channel, and wherever you are in the world, I hope that you're having a beautiful day, and I will see y'all next time.